Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline. I'm Kevin Harlan. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Mikal Bridges.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, great as a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. At one time, pretty much just a 3-point specialist, Sam Hauser, coach, is now cranking up the defense.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can come into the league and maybe carve out a niche with just one skill. But usually what you have to do is take that one skill and build on it so that you can be a consistent rotation player. Sam Hauser has done that, and as you said, he's added the defense to his shooting ability.
Brunson, that one's in, his first shot this game.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8", great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum passes to Kata. Just 2 to shoot. Tries again. He lays it in.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Bridges passes to Towns. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. There's the lob to Brown. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned. One of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Now, Anunoby, after Jalen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And here's Brunson outside. And Boston with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this.
Here's Towns, following the basket by Derek White. Back to Brunson, the tray. The rebound by Kata. Kata's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And White kicks to Brown. .135 left to play in the first quarter. It's good. Kata's got his second bucket of the night.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks trailing. Brunson surveying the D. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Inside. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Anunoby. That ball's nice speed that time from Brunson.
You have to stay connected to Anunoby out on the perimeter. Can't give him any daylight.
Now here's Vucevic, guarded by Robinson. Vucevic dishes to Brown and finished off by Brown. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Robinson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pritchard with a wide open look. A three-pointer no good. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks lead by 3. Stay with us as we... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
They've got Landry Shamet. Sohan is out there with Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Clarkson in at the small forward position. They're the group. New York will start the second one. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Guys?
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Shireman. No good on the 3. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's McBride. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
Pass to McBride. Fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land. McBride's got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Boston making a switch here.
Give a big round of applause to your Knicks City Dancer.
To the left side wing. Here's Vucevic, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A model of consistency, Stan, for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league, and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
So New York ends up going with the new group.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now here's Tatum. A 23-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Brown. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And here's Brunson outside. And another 3 for New York.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
White against Bridges. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Pritchard. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Oh, gee, hard charging.
Here's Brown. A 35-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Towns looking around. Brunson, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Hauser, defended by Towns. And here's Brown outside in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Hauser with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Pass to Tatum. Doubled by Bridges. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And the Celtics with possession here. 4-point game. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Yeah, look, when your best players can't stay on the floor, that's a problem. It puts your team in a really difficult position to win.
Pass to Pritchard. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his third assist on the night.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Hurt. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Pritchard. Can't tie it up as that one misses. On the wing, Bridges. Brunson outside. There's the 3. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. So New York ends up going with the new group. The Celtics shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Brown inside. He's covered by Clarkson. Brown the pass to Queta. White setting the pick for Pritchard. And he hits it to tie the game up. Pritchard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop him?
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. Now let's check in with Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Welcome to halftime, everybody.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the fans are on the edge of their seats. They're getting their money's worth, Ernie.
It is electric in this arena tonight. And moving along. And that's all for us. Now,
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Peyton Pritchard displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court for the Celtics. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Queta. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
And what I like about Sohan is that he does a little bit of everything, including passing the rock.
Now here's Tatum, defended by Sohan. Celtics passing it around. And again, Boston with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
McBride's shot is off. Boston leading by 3. And there's the call on Miles McBride. That is his first foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And that's back-to-back threes. But D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 3-point lead. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back to you, Kev.
Playing physical for sure. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. No good from the wing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
In the corner, it's Bridges. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Celtics leading by 5. Tatum kicks to Brown. Back to Tatum. Over in the corner, White. A three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Bridges for 3. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. From past the arc, and Mikal Bridges pulls it down. New York's got 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3, and boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Vucevic checked in for the Celtics. Richard comes in for Sam Hauser. Looking now at some numbers for Sam Hauser.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier in the season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. We'll see if he stays in that mode tonight.
Brown, no good. The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Bridges misses. On the wing, Brown. He's guarded by Anunoby. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line. That's on Jalen Brunson. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And that one falls for Tatum. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Walsh can't get it to go.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And here's Brunson outside. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Anunoby against Tatum. 16 seconds left in the third.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The kick out to Town. Here's Anunoby. A miss that time would have put him up. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He comes away. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. You've got Hart, Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Clarkson in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Vucevic against Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Vucevic the pass to Pritchard. Shoots over Brunson. The shot by Pritchard, no good. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. It's a 1-point game.
Using that speed of his on the drive, Clarkson just so elusive when he puts it on the floor.
Vucevic a screen on Brunson. 3-pointer, Pritchard sinks the triple. Pritchard's got it all tied up now for Boston.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Back to Hart. Back to Brunson for the 3. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. And a new group in for the Celtics. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Thank you once again, Allie.
Well, that was just great timing and playing with a high motor.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Here's Robinson.
Celtics foul. Tatum. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here we've got Brunson. Rebounded by Brown. Brunson against White. And there's the dunk.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Oh, that's a nice read from Brunson out of the pick and roll.
Tatum outside. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
With a screen on White. Now Hart. Stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up. Here's Boston.
He's been in a big spot or 2. Get it to NBA champ Derek White.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Clarkson. It's good.
Here's a guy who's been in the league a long time. Clarkson knows how to get it done when it matters.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. And that'll be his third foul so far. For the Knicks, Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. And Anunoby subbed in for Clarkson. Ripped it down with two hands. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Brunson. And he does not hit. Boston is on 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Launches it. White outside. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Brunson against White. Pocket 6. Hart. It drops.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Tatum looking around. White outside. Off target from outside. Watt is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. It's tipped. Here's Hart. Brunson with it. Picked up by Brown. Good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now Tatum. For the win. Got it.
Oh, amazing. Perfect timing there.
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
Unreal. What a finish. Nothing better than a buzzer-beating 3 to win.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a terrific, Allie, thanks. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. And for all of us here at the